This is Gene Key, Skyserve Texas News.
The U.S. Department of Justice Monday said it would send election monitors to Texas in Harris, Dallas, and Waller counties for the presidential election. The TexasTribune.org contributed to this report. The Justice Department regularly monitors elections to protect the rights of voters, but its announcement comes about a week after Texas civil rights advocates expressed concern over reports of poll workers throughout the state sharing inaccurate or incomplete polling information about the state's modified voter ID law. The department's Civil Rights Division plans to deploy more than 500 personnel to 67 jurisdictions in 28 states to monitor the polls on Election Day. A security guard is shot to death at a Houston area gaming room. The AssociatedPress.com contributed to this report. Deputies say an armed man tried to enter the gaming room but was stopped by the guard, who tried to lock the door before the suspect kicked it open. Authorities say the two men struggled and the suspect shot the guard. No one has been arrested in Sunday night's attack. The victim died at the scene. Lawmakers are looking at whether Texas should allow public tax money to be spent on private schools. KBUE.com contributed to this report from Austin. The issue of school choice has had a long history in the Texas legislature, which has been resistant to efforts to divert tax money from the public school system. The Texas Constitution requires free public schools, which are paid for mostly through individual property taxes. This session, private school advocates argue parents should be able to keep some of their tax money for tuition and other expenses through educational savings accounts, but don't want to see the state regulations that apply to public schools. Private schools oppose vouchers for fear state funding would come with additional oversight. Many voucher opponents say funneling public money to private schools will ultimately take money away from the traditional public education system. Expect long voting lines after Texas counties closed more polling places than any other state in the nation. The TexasTribune.org contributed to this report. 5 Texas counties rank among the top 10 nationwide for closing the greatest percentage of their polling places since the Supreme Court struck down a portion of the Texas Voting Rights Act in 2013. According to a civil rights advocacy group, since the High Court found Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act unconstitutional, ruling that Texas and other states with a long history of racial discrimination no longer needed federal pre-clearance when changing election laws. Texas counties have closed at least 403 polling places. Texas is followed by Arizona, which closed 202 polling places. Louisiana holds third place with 103 polling closures.
Visit us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter at Skyserve News Service. This is Gene Key, Skyserve Texas News.